everyone. Here we are together again. Yes. Well, let's start straight away. I'm sitting on two blankets. I want to sit a little bit higher, like I explained already. It's very important to have our hip bones higher than the knees. And yeah, start to, maybe you want to, let's move our shoulders a little bit before we start to close our eyes and get the bones moving. For me, it's morning now, so I'm in another place in the terrace, and another little bit of a beautiful plant view. I love my plants. So let's do a couple of shoulder rolls to the ears. Let's do two more, and a couple of them to the front. Keep the jaw soft, you know. We like to really, very often we tense here around the neck. And now gently start to close your eyes. Bringing your hands softly on your thighs, finding this erect and beautiful light behind your spine, and grow out of your first chakra, your Muladhara chakra. Really feel the base of your spine. And maybe have a little bit of a tuck of the flesh around your sitting bones, so you have a little bit more space around the spine. Yeah, I'm always addressing a lot towards the spine. It's because, I mean, our whole nervous system is running through the back of our bodies, and it is so amazing. It's a whole world, a whole map going on. What you can't see, it's all happening in the back. So start to close your eyes and bringing your attention towards your breath. And that's inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth 3 times. Letting it all go. Inhale. Inhale. Let's do one more for fun. Coming back to the sensation of the rising and falling of your chest. Your navel is nicely, softly tucked in towards your spine. Your pelvis is rolling softly forward. Your sternum is going upwards. Your chin is level with the ground, so not pushed back or forward. Your head is slightly backwards. And make sure that your jaws are relaxed. And let's just stay in a couple of moments visualizing a new intention for the day. My intention is to stay very focused, and especially being aware of not letting all information from outside grab my monkey mind. We are all just very human. Everything what is going on in the universe can grab us in a very nasty way, I would say. If we become overwhelmed, it can really grab a big part of your healthy side. So this is what I don't want to let happen. This happened a little bit this morning when I got up and there was a message. And of course it's social media which is really grabbing me the most. So my intention is not to let me grab by anything what I don't wish inside of my being, inside of my life. And especially very important is to keep the trust and the faith following the rising of your chest. And when you exhale, the falling. I'm picking up the little gentle noises of a little bird and the far away bubbling water. And very, very far away, a machine, maybe from a farmer. The wind through the trees. And a cock. Just staying mindful for a few breaths more. Now very gently opening your eyes with a soft gaze in front of you. And opening our arms all the way to the side for a nice stretch of the arms. Lifting up your side body, stretching your arms all the way up alongside your ears. Maybe you can bring your arms a little bit more to the back. Be careful that your floating ribs are not going forward, but bring them in. Bring your navel towards your spine. Relaxing your thighs. 3 more breaths here. Now very gently with an exhale, start to twist your upper body towards the right with a soft gaze. One more breath. Inhale and exhaling gently towards the left. Soft gaze, lengthening from your side bodies, leaving your knees still. Your hips are stable, sitting bones grounded. 2 more breaths here. And coming back to the center and letting go of your arms. Now clasp your hands in the back, pushing your fists nicely to the back, opening your chest, bringing the navel to the spine and opening up and lifting those arms just a little bit. Keeping your chest open, this is a nice shoulder stretch. 2 more breaths here. And now very gently hinging from the hips so it's your belly wants to come forward. Just have a little forward bend until where it feels good to go for you. You can let your head hang and lifting up those arms. 2 more breaths here. And inhale and exhale, releasing the hands, changing the cross of your legs. Bringing your arms all the way up to the sky. Getting your thumbs hooked and stretching those arms all the way out. Now sweep your right arm to your left thigh and your left arm to the back. Gentle twist. Don't force anything. You see my head is not twisted so much. It's the first movement, so I don't want to go so deep. So keep it soft. Maybe let's do some gentle head circles here. We're not forcing anything here. I'm feeling some nice little cracks in my neck. And the other side. Coming back to center with your head. Bring your arms all the way up And with an exhale, change the side. So your left hand is hooking outside of right thigh. Soft gaze, soft twist. And let's circle the head again. Very gently. Finding those little corners. Turning the other side. I love to close my eyes when I do this, so I really feel deep inside of the neck what's going on. And gently come to stillness with your head, sweeping the arms all the way up and let them come down. Okay, we are going to lay down. Make sure that you have a block or something which you can place between your thighs, so it can be also a pillow. We want to press the thighs together because we're going to come later on in a bridge pose. So let's come lying down. Block is on the side, maybe on your right, if you're right-handed, on the right side. So first let's completely lie down. And let's make a full body stretch. So hooking your thumbs, bringing your arms all the way to the back, and stretch it out. Point your toes, flexing your feet, heels to the front. Point, flex, point, and flex. Now bringing your arms back to the side of your body. You're going to bend your left foot and bring your right ankle just under your left knee. Lifting up the left leg, needle through, and either bring your hands in the back of your thigh, or if it's possible, over your shin. But again, if you're here and you're doing this, this is not where we want to go. So really flatten the neck, chin towards chest, and hold your thigh here. Now bring your left knee towards your chest. But now you see that my coccyx is off the floor. So you're flatten the coccyx back. So there's a little hollow, a natural hollow of your lumbar. And from here we start to really hold and flex the feet, flexing both of your feet. And gently bring your breath to the opening of your right thigh, the back of your thigh. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you hold your hand on your shin or your thigh and you're pushing your knee away, your right knee, just under the knee. Don't push on your knee, away. So we have two counter forces. You're bringing your left knee towards your chest and your right knee away. You can put your right elbow on the floor. Bring that coccyx back on the floor. It's like pressing something with your tailbone down. Going to stay here for another beautiful deep 5 breaths. You can also needle through and then with your elbow pushing the knee away. Relaxing the jaw. Really feel this opening, the back of your leg. Another 2 breaths here. Now let's stretch out that left leg. You either stay here with your hands behind the thigh. Maybe you can reach your leg up, but don't crush the neck. Stay down. Keep it soft. Your shoulders, they want to be open and down. So if it's more comfortable to stay here, well, you just stay here. If you have more flexibility, you bring it up. Now, really push that heel up. Push it up. Bring your leg forwards and push away with your right ankle. Two opposite forces again. And breathe. Gently breathe. Keeping your jaw relaxed. Flexing the foot. Another 2 breaths here. Now release. Bring your left foot down and take your right knee towards your chest. Lengthen the left leg down. Really stretch that leg out. Lengthen it down. Really feel the stretch. And now let's make some circles with your right knee. Big circles from right to left. 2 more. Now circle the other way. Two more circles. And back to center. Sorry, it's a little cold wind coming in. Now let's do half baby pose. So your right knee is coming slightly towards your armpits. And your foot, you want to have a 90-degree with your thigh. Your foot is coming up here. And hold your heel down. If you can't reach your heel, hold on your shins best. Bring your left hand out and push your heel down and push your heel up. So you want to have a counter action inside of that leg. You really want to feel the back of the thigh opening and pushing the heel out against your hand. And to stay here for another 5 breaths at least. Maybe you want to close your eyes. So now what you want to do with your left leg, you really want to push the left thigh down into the ground and flex that left foot as well. So there's a lot of action going on in that left leg. It's not just hanging out there and having a good time. So really keep that breath going for another 3 breaths. Opening that thigh. Now the next move, bring your left hand on your left hip, because we're going to open, you're not changing this hook, you're just only going to let your thigh going to the side, and it's not going to reach the floor. It's with your core strength. So that's why you want to press the left hip down. It's with your core strength. You're going to leave that thigh up in the air. So you're going to press the knee down and press it up. Activate that left leg. We're going to stay here for another 4 breaths. So keep it working. Both thighs. It's work in the both of the thighs. Slow breathing. Don't hold your breath. Breathe through it. If your right leg starts to tremble, that's very good news. Everything is working just fine. Another 2 breaths. Now with your right hand, you're going to help that knee up. Place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Your right arm is going all the way outside to the right, and bring that knee over. So now you're going to bring this over until the place where it feels good. You don't have to reach the floor. It's just with a soft pressure on the outside of your thigh, you bring it down. If you want, you can hook the foot to the back of the left leg. So activate that left leg. Now gently turn your head towards the right. Four more breaths. And with your breath, the backside of your right buttock is opening. Maybe you want to go deeper and bring the foot on the floor. Or maybe even hook it under your left side. Carefully, gentle, not overstretching. Last breath here. First, bring your head back to the center and bring once again the right knee towards your chest for a nice little press. Keep that left leg always activated and press it into your chest or more towards your armpit. And let's change. Left ankle on right leg. Now feel where you are better. So maybe this side is completely different. You're either going to have your hands around the shin or the thighs. So this is not where we want to go. We want to have a long, long, long neck here. Flex the feet. Now press this coccyx back down so we have a nice little hollow in the lumbar. Gently have the feet flexed. Now I feel that my left thigh is a lot tighter than the right side. I'm very gently going to open with my elbow this leg towards the front. And we have this counter force again. So bringing your left knee outside, more outside towards the back, and your right knee towards your chest, pressing down with the coccyx. Let your breath gently flow, opening all these little spaces which are feeling stuck. Having a nice gentle gaze for another 2 breaths. Now start to stretch that right leg all the way up to the sky. So either hold your hands behind your thigh, or maybe it's possible to reach your leg around the calf. Flex both feet. Press that heel up to the sky. And breathe. Last 2 breaths here. Maybe you can bring that leg a little bit more towards your chest, but keep on pressing the coccyx down. And release. Right foot down, left knee towards your chest. And now stretch that right leg down. Really stretch it out, flex that foot. Keep that right thigh pressed on the floor. And let's do some circles with the left thigh. Big, nice circles to open the hip. Two more on this side. And now change direction. Right. Now make a nice 90-degree angle with your thigh and your calves. So if you don't have that so much flexibility to come into a half happy baby and you're somewhere here, so grab hold of your calf is fine. What we want is an opening here, and bringing your knee as much as you can towards your armpit. So I have the flexibility, I am very flexible here. So I'm going to go down and down and down and hold my heel, not really the foot. I prefer to hold the heel, because here is where the bone is coming up, and here is where I can have this pressure upwards and the pressure downwards. Now activate that right leg down, press down with your thigh. Bring that right hand to the side and press down. Going to stay here for 5 more breaths. Flex that right foot, press up with your left heel and bring the hand down. And breathe. Keep the breath gentle and deep. When we start to breathe too fast, we're going to hold our breath. When we breathe gently and slowly, we're filling up the whole lung space, and that's what we want. 2 more breaths to go. Now from here, bring your right hand on your right hip, press that hip down, and what we want to do is, without any help, this left thigh is going out. So it's really with the strength of the inner thigh, you're going to lift that leg up and you're going to push it down at the same time. It's just going to hover above the floor. So this is a lot of strength. Your right hip wants to go and follow. No, you're going to press that down with your core strength. Press that right thigh down. Make sure that your shoulder's nice and even, and press it down. Relax the jaw, don't have any tension around the neck. And hold for another 4 breaths. Nice deep breath. It's the breath which is bringing you there. Last breath here. Now help your knee up, bring your right hand to the outside and let the knee fall over. So this arm is out and let the knee fall over. Make sure that your shoulders stay on the floor. We are in a spinal twist. And now gently roll your head over to the opposite side. Now again, maybe you want to hook your foot in the back of your right thigh, or if you want to go further, you can hook your foot around the calf of the right thigh. Whatever feels good for you. I have the blankets, the support of the blankets here on this side, but it's better that you have, well, if you feel a tension here, it's good to have a support for your knee. Whatever feels good for you. You have to really be very attentive with your props. They can really help you and support you. So just stay here for another 3 breaths. Now first gently bring your head back to center and help that knee up. Now bring both of your knees towards your chest. Press them into your chest. And let's rock a little bit from side to side. And now we're going to come in a full baby pose. So open your knees to the side. Now bring them towards your armpits. There are 2 options. you go into the full pose, but if it's too much for you, you can leave your hands in the back of your thighs and just stay here. And you can still push your heels up and keep your hands in the back of your thighs. Now roll that coccyx back on the floor. So there is still a nice little lumbar, natural lumbar curve. So, or you stay here if it's okay to hold on to your shins. You grab your shins or you grab the outside of your legs and the heels. Again, start, if you reach your heels, push up with the heels and bring the hand down. So there's a nice counter force. So now my coccyx lifted up again, bring it back. I'm going to stay here for another 4 breaths. I feel a nice opening happening in my left hip. Maybe I've been sleeping a little bit weird, something feeling there which wants to open up. So I'm going to bring my breath right there. And the last breath here. And release. Now we're going to rock and roll a little bit to make a nice, to waken up the spine in the back. So bring your hands in the back of your knees, and the weight of the body is going to do everything. Hop. I'm going to do 5 times. Maybe you can bring your feet all the way to the back. And go forward. This is the best what you can do for your spine. Staying flexible, lifting up. 1 more. And there we are. So let's have a little bit of a before I wanted to do some bridge poses because it's so good for the core. That's okay. We had a nice massage. So we're going to come and lay on our back again. And let's do this with a little bit of a core strength. So point your toes forward. Hold your arms forward. And with rolling your buttocks under with your core strength, gently, gently, gently laying down. Right. Nice. Bending the knees. Maybe you can touch your heels, maybe just not, but somewhere near. Going to take the block and bring it between the legs. So I like to put it like this, so I have more hold on, so I really press. If we do it the small side, there we are tightening the legs a little bit too much. So keep it wide, as much down as you can. So we're going to do some lifts and we're going to have some variations with the bridge pose. So we really want to work the core and the thighs and also the shoulders. They're going to work a little bit when we go a little bit further in this asana. So we're going to lift with an exhale. So let's inhale and exhale, exhale and lift. Going to go in a little flow. Now inhale and exhale again and roll the spine down. We're going to keep on going. So inhale, exhale up and going down in one flow. So you're inhaling now and exhaling up. Press in that block and going down. Let's have it like a nice flow. Let's not stay static in this one this time. And up with an exhale and pressing that block, curling the vertebra by vertebra, going down. Let's do 2 more. Exhaling up and going down. And now a last time, you're exhaling up. When you're up on top, you inhale, you're going down and just have a little rest. So So next version, we're going up, going to stay up, bring our hands, clasp our hands together if that is possible under your buttocks and rolling our shoulders under. So maybe you want to watch first. I'm bringing my feet a little bit closer if that is possible. So I'm inhaling and exhaling, going up. So I'm going really pressing up. Now I'm going to roll this shoulder. Really, it's a shoulder roll under. And the other one too. I'm going to clasp my hands. Now from here, I'm going to push away from the floor. Bring those knees slightly forward and bring your hips up. Now the chest can do a lot more. Maybe there's another little roll from the shoulders and open the chest. Bring the chin towards your chest, but keep the breath way open so you can have a good breath in. Press into the block because this will help to support your lower back. So really press with those inner thighs. Work those inner thighs. We're going to stay here for another 4 breaths. Keep the abdominals relaxed as possible. So the last breath here. Now very gently unclasp your hands. Bring your shoulders to the side and curl down, vertebra, vertebra by vertebra, going down. Beautiful. So now we are going to go a little bit deeper in bridge pose. And maybe for some of you it can be too much. So if you can't do this, stay in the first version, in the softer version. So place your feet really strongly on the floor. We are going to bring the left foot a little bit more to the center because we're going to lift up the right leg to the sky once we're up. So with an exhale, come up, bring your shoulders a little bit under, bring your hands, clasp your hands, lift, lift, lift. And now from here, we're going to lift up the foot to the sky. We're not going to stay here very long because we have to lift up that right hip high. And lift, and lift, and lift for 2 more breaths. Keep it up. And bring it gently and slowly down. Don't let everything collapse. Bring your arms away and gently come down. So when you really bring your attention to your core, the inner sides of your thighs and the buttocks, you can lift everything up. Let's do the other side. So bring the right foot a little bit more to the center so you can support the weight of both hips a little bit better. Let's roll the shoulders under a little bit. With an exhale, lift up, roll the shoulders under, clasp. Now you see that my abdominals are going up because they're tense. No, I want to relax them. Otherwise I cannot move very well. So lift up those hips. Inhale, exhale, left leg up. Push up. You want to reach the sky with that foot. And lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. 2 more breaths. And gently bring everything down, controlled. Hands are going to the side and down. So there's one more version which I would like to do. If it's too much for you, just stay with your bridge pose. Grab your block and repeat what we have been doing before. Left foot a little bit more in the center. Lifting up the hips, clasping your hands under, rolling your shoulder under, and now place that right ankle on top of the left knee. Let's stay here for 5 breaths. Lift up those hips, lift them up. This is still very challenging for myself. So Stay here for 2 more breaths. Place the foot back. Release the hands and curl gently down. Let's not wait. Let's keep warm. Bring the right foot in the center. Lift up the hips. Grab hold of your hands. Curl your shoulders under. Lift up and bring the left foot under. Push away from that right foot. Lift up. So now I have a lot more tension in this left hip, so I can't push it so much down. So breathe and lift. 3 more breaths. Opening up the chest. You can do it. Last breath. Releasing the leg, placing it down, separating the hands and curling everything down. Wow, okay, enough of that. Both of your knees towards your chest, and let's have a nice little back massage. Great. Now let's roll over to one side, which feels good up, and come up to sit. It's getting warm, the sun is coming out. So, let's have a little toe stretch for a moment. Take off some layers. So this is maybe not so easy for some of you, but let's try to sit on the heels just for a moment to open the backs of the feet and the toes. Now bring the hands to the front. We're going to do left over right, eagle arms. Press the elbows away from you. Let's move the hands away as well a little bit, so you feel the back of your neck and the back of your shoulders having a gentle opening. I promise we're not going to stay very long here, just have a little shoulder release. Last 2 breaths. And release. Shake your arms out. Quickly do the other side, right over left. Press those elbows forward. And now bring the hands away. Gentle breath. Are you holding it out? Maybe you want to go like this, but it's a very good exercise. Strong feet. Last breath and shake it out. Good. Let's do a gate pose. So I'm going to face you all. Bring all of this a little bit more to the back. So come on your knees in the middle of your mat. Make sure that you have blocks on each side. Maybe you need them, maybe not. Bringing your hands on your hips and press. Let's put the right foot to the side. Come a little bit forward because these stones, they are a little bit hard to have my foot on. So let's really see that this leg is really in the length of everything. Great. We're going to bend over to the side. So we want to reach the floor. Maybe you can't, so you have a block ready. You're going to really have a beautiful side stretch here. So really first find the floor. And that's already a very nice stretch. Now your head doesn't want to fall forward. You want to be, yeah, a little bit more back with your head than what is feeling good for you. So you see where you can go. Find the way you want to have your hands, maybe flat, maybe on your fingers. Like this, you're really making strong fingers. Important to lift up that hand all the way up to the sky. First straight, up, 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 up. Let's lengthen. Now activate that right leg. Turn your hands to the front and stretch over your ear. Don't collapse in your left shoulder. Grow out of the left shoulder. And breathe. Maybe you can turn your head and look up to the sky. Hearing your neighbor kids playing, that makes me very happy. And breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Just going to stay here for another 2 breaths. Now lift up that arm. And now you have to do a little somersault because otherwise it's quite heavy. So push up and come back. Now glide that hand. Make sure that that foot is curled outside. Glide that hand all along your right leg. Lift up your left arm and stretch that side body. And go where you feel you can go. Activate that leg. Lift up the muscles from above your knees. And breathe. Two more breaths. Lift. Stretch that side body. Bring that right shoulder down. One more breath. And lift up. And now let's change. Oh no, let's do one more version. Maybe if it's too much for you, you stay in the first version. So bring that hand back, bring your hand back on the floor. And now we're going to lift up that leg. Lift, lift, lift. So my leg is trembling. This is work. Buttocks, thighs. 2 more breaths. Long breath. Lift it up. And gently place it back. Come up. And let's change. Left side. Maybe if it's too much for your knees, put something under your knees. It is, for me, it's limit. Let's take this hair away. So bring that leg, that left leg out to the side. Press the right foot into the floor. Make sure that you are, look, if you are in alignment. Haha, the kids, they are so nice. So happy to live in the country. Wow. Roll that foot out so you really have support there. Now find the floor. Or maybe the block. I have a thing going on here, so I'm going to have my hand on the block. Now stretch that arm all the way up. All the way up. Up to the sky. And now turn your hand forward and stretch it over your ear. Turn that right shoulder down. Ears away from your ear. Activate your left leg. Lift up those muscles. And stretch. You're going to stay here for another 4 breaths. Navel to spine. Open everything up. Maybe you can look up towards the sky. And breathe. Activate your left knee. The last 2 breaths here. And now with a sweep of the arm, inhale and come up. let's slide the hand to the side. So we're going to lift and lift up the right arm over the ear and stretch the body out. Shoulder goes away from the left ear. And breathe. Keep your balance. Activate those thighs. Stay here for another 3 breaths. Last breath. You're going to inhale and go all the way to the floor again. And now with this movement, gonna lift up the leg. Like a star. Activate that leg. Now I don't remember if I lifted up this arm on the first time, but if I didn't, well, I forget. 3 more breaths, let's do it. Hold on, I am trembling. Push down with your right foot. Lift, lift, lift. Last breath. Hand to your hip and come gently back. Face the front of your mat and come into a child pose. I think we deserve a nice child pose. So bring both of your big toes together. Sitting back, sitting back, sitting back. If you have a problem reaching the floor with your head, take a block. If you're here, you cannot go more down because we don't want to be here. We want to go down. So then make sure that you have a block under your head. Push away with your arms. Now lift up your elbows. Come on spider hands. I like spider hands, or cup your hands. Come on the top of your fingers, lifting up your arms. Walk those fingers to the front and pressing your buttocks to the back. And let's do 3 bubble breaths, 3 horse breaths together. So inhale deep. That one didn't come so nicely. Again. That's better, relaxing the lips. One more. Now relaxing the arms down for another few breaths. Just hang in there and relax. Now bring your hands gently under your shoulders. Push yourself up. And we're going to lay on our bellies. We don't need the blocks for the moment. So very gently bring your hands forward and bring your knees a little bit more back and gently come lay on your belly. Now what we want to do, we're going to play around a little bit with the legs. We first want to lengthen the leg. So lift up the right leg, lengthen it out, press it out. So now I feel already that my right leg is longer than the left one. Do the same with the left leg. Stretch it out, pointing your toes. Nice. Shake your head a little bit. Move your hips a little bit. So we're going to do jumping jack flanks. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the hands to the front. Stretch them out. And we're going to lift up the thighs. Leave your head on the floor. I'm going to open and close. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Release your hips. I'm going to do 5 more. So lift and open, 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 and 2 more. and come down, releasing the hips. Now bringing your arms to the back, we're going to lift up everything. So inhale and exhale, lift and move arms and legs. Not easy. And relax. Oof, that was a challenging one. We're not going to move the arms. I think that's a little bit too much for today. Going to do this for one more time. Lift up the legs and the arms and move. Move the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax everything. Bring the forehead on your hands and wiggle your hips from side to side. Now we're going to come in a little nice psoas muscles and front of the body stretch. So bring your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up. Let's go into a Sphinx. Turn your left arm in front of you. So we want to have a little bit of a diagonal shape in the biceps. Hold on to the right foot. Now if you can't hold on, grab your yoga pants. Fine. Try to hold on around the ankle. Now we're going to lift up a little bit. You stay looking to the front. It's not an opening. That's another exercise. So we're going to press and press and press. So if you know that you can go further and grab your toes and turn, please do so. Relax your abdominals. Press away from your left shoulder. Don't collapse. And stay for 3 more deep breaths. Gently release and come back. So place the right elbow in this line. Lift up the left foot and grab where you can, or maybe a belt, or you grab your pants. So let's first gently press this foot in. If you feel your lumbar spine, I feel my lumbar spine a little bit on this side. Just feel until where you can go, but it's normally also gently opening the back, very gentle. I cannot go as far on this side as I could on the right. So I'm just going to stay here. This is fine. So don't collapse. Press away. Press away. Roll the left shoulder back. 4 more breaths here. Last breath. And release. Come back with your forehead on the floor. Wiggle your hips out. Now we're coming in a gentle, depends where you put your arm, in a shoulder and neck twist. I'm gonna grab a block or a blanket to put my head on. I will show you first. I like block. I keep my block here to the front. I'm going to bring my right arm to the side. Not too high, bring it really on the length, on the height of your shoulder. To bring my head, I need some height. My head on the block. You can also put a pillow. I'm going to lift up my right leg and bring it over the left and roll gently over the shoulder. So you see, Really the shoulder is rolling under. Now I have quite a lot of flexibility there, so maybe you're going to stay here. That's fine. We want to have that opening in the shoulder. Now if you want to go a little bit further, lift up your left arm and maybe you can bring it to the back. Fine. If you want to go the whole way, maybe you can clasp your hands. Otherwise you just stay here. If you want to go further, you can pick up the foot and stretch your arm up. Flex both feet. The muscles above your knees are completely activated, and breathe. Three more breaths here. Release the toe if you grab it, bring it back. You have your arm to the back, bring it back to the front and very gently rolling over to the center. And let's do straight away the other side. So now your left arm goes out. I'm going to lay my head already on the block so I have more space in the shoulders. I'm bringing my right hand here to push me over, lift that leg, and I'm going to bring it to the back of the right leg. So I'm gently starting to feel how I am on this side, how open I am. So there's a little bit more tension on this shoulder. Let me see if I can bring this arm to the back. Yes, that's okay. Okay, yes, I feel centered, so I'm really going to activate this left leg. Otherwise, I'm going to tip forward, lifting up that right leg. I grab hold of the toe, and I'm going to stretch that leg out all the way up to the sky. I'm going to bring those hips forward. So let's stay here for 4 more breaths. Activate both legs, flex both feet. If your right foot is on the floor in the back, keep it relaxed. There's 2 more breaths to go. Hang in there. Now release the foot. If you have it up, bring that hand to the back of your body so your leg can go back gently. Now bring your right hand in front of your chest, sweep the leg back and come to center. Well done. Wiggle the hips out and let's come into Sphinx. So your elbows are under your shoulders. Let's have a little bit of a soft stretch here. Very important, open your legs a little bit more to protect the lumbar. Your navel, so don't collapse your belly, don't collapse in your shoulder. You're pushing yourself out. Your navel is in. Your navel wants to go towards your spine. Maybe you just stay here is already enough. Or you start to push away from your hands, stretching the arms, a very soft back bend. Press in those feet to protect the back. Roll those shoulders back, open the chest. 3 more breaths here. Gently roll down, come down, clasping your hands, the back of your buttocks, Bring your legs a little bit more close. Let's have one nice lift up of everything. So we do that with an exhale. So inhale, exhale, lifting up the arms and the chest and the legs. Lift, 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 and lift. Another 3 breaths. You can do it. Lift it all up. Don't squeeze your neck. Lengthen the neck. One more breath here. And release. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push away and come back into a child pose. Big toes together. Stretching it all out. Your knees are a little bit closer so you can bring your arms all the way alongside your body. Let your arms, let your shoulders roll over your knees. And let's stay here for another 5 breaths. Let everything go. Two more breaths here. Now gently bring your hands to the front and walk your hands back and come up and sit. So we are going to go now in a more restorative flow. Ideal would be if you would have a bolster, but if you have a pillow, a good stiff, little bit stiff pillow, it works fine as well. So what we're going to do, so put your pillow in the length of your mat. And you're going to sit in the middle of your leg, of your mat. So I have my pillow now pushing on my left hip. I'm going to sit on my left buttock and have both feet on the right side. So I'm having a 90-degree angle here. We're going to very gently going into a supported spinal twist. So lengthen from your spine, really lengthen. Make sure that you're really sitting on your sitting bones. And very gently, we're going to twist here to the left and walk that right hand to the front. Very gently, we're going to go down. So you really want to twist that belly, bring that rib cage, bring that right lung in. And very gently come and lay over your bolster. So maybe first lay very softly with your head towards the easy side. So you're in your position. Maybe you can open your left lung to the side a little bit more. And then from here, twisting your neck gently towards the left. Now relaxing everything, relaxing your head, your jaw, your neck, and your arms. And let the deep relaxation coming around the spine. Your shoulders are really relaxed. They're hanging over the bolster. Following your breath, feeling a golden light on your back. Observing sounds around you. Maybe you have put on your own nice releasing music. I am listening to the birds in my garden. Very, very, very far away, I hear a farmer taking out the potatoes from his field. I hear the wind. Last 3 breaths here. Now very gently bring your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up. Walking back. And let's do the whole thing on the other side. So the most easy way is to bring your bolster on the other side. Place your hands at the back of your body so you can swing your legs towards the other side. Now again, we want to sit on both sitting bones. Well, you're sitting mostly on your right sitting bone. And have both of your feet on the side. From here, lengthen your spine again. Really lengthen your spine. Your shoulders are relaxed. From here, gently start to twist. And twist, and twist, and twist. And walking forward. So while you're walking forward, you have more space to twist your rib cage towards the right. And very gently coming down and coming down. And lay on your bolster. Let your head rest on the easy side. Just stay there for a moment. Let your body adapt. So maybe you can open your right lung a little bit more to the right. And now from here, lifting up your head and turn it. Looking, facing the right side. Placing your hands wherever they feel good. I like them when they're stretched. Or maybe you can hold on to your bolster. What we want is a release around your spine, around your back. So make sure your shoulders are relaxed over the bolster. Your abdominals are relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. Your jaw, your thighs. I'm going to stay here for another 5 deep breaths. Bringing your attention again towards your back space. Feeling a golden light around your spine, around the back of your hips, the back of your neck and your skull. The last 2 breaths here. Now gently bring your head back to the easy side. Pressing your hands under your shoulders. Pressing yourself up. And coming up. Now, your pillow or your bolster or a block, it's all will work the same. So bring it more or less on the 3rd space of your mat. So what we're going to do, we're going to sit on the bolster. It's really on the edge here. It's like you want to roll off. But we're not. So press away from your feet. We're going to roll and roll and roll over. So really what we want is that the lumbar spine is completely supported here. Your arms are going to go to the side and in a nice cross. Going to stretch the right leg and stretch the left leg. So we're going to really let everything, your whole front body open, your psoas muscles, everything. Everything is relaxed. Roll your shoulders a little bit under. Very important to relax your abdominals so that your abdominals, they really, your navel is sinking towards your spine. I still feel a little bit of tension here. That's because of all the exercises. So it's really with the breath. Or maybe the bolster is too high, so maybe I have to move a little bit more back. Yes. Now the abdominals can relax more. Let's stay here for 5 more breaths. Really observe your navel sinking. Try to make a hollow around the abdominals. Now this is your last breath here. And before we're going into Shavasana, we'd like to lift the legs up towards the sky, and we are still supported. The sacrum is supported. Maybe you have to move a little bit. This is also very well done. Oops. With a block. We can have absolutely the same effect with a block. To place a block here, or books. You can have books. There is a sweet spot just under here. You will feel it immediately when you feel right. So everything what we did before you can also do on books or on a block. We're going to lift up the legs up to the sky. So now there is, whoops, you see, it's centimeter. Roll your shoulders just a little bit under. Your legs are really soft now. Don't have them close together, just hip width apart. I'm going to do the same thing with the arms. Just bring them up to the sky. Your hand palms are facing each other. Now just imagine now this energy field between your hands, and that in between your hands you're holding floating Mother Earth. And with the energy coming from you, your healing energy, we're healing Mother Earth all together. We're holding her like you're holding yourself. Because when we heal ourselves, when we become more aware and conscious, we're healing the earth. We're sending out this beautiful energy. We're sending out love and empathy for the people who don't have access yet, who are trying to survive in these very, very challenging moments. But by staying sane and connected with our loving heart space, we help the universe, we help the earth. So feeling this energy between your hands, imagine that you can breathe in through foot soles. Let's have 3 rounds of breath. So inhaling through the foot soles and feeling that energetic, beautiful air going around your legs, swirling around your navel and heart space, and leaving your body through the tips of your fingers. Give it a color, give it a shiny color. Breathing in through the foot soles. Let the air touch the front and the back of your legs. Let the air swirl around your navel, kissing your heart and leaving your body through your arms and your fingertips while holding on to this beautiful energy you're feeling between your hands. Last round. Breathing in through the feet. Let the air lower down around your legs, kissing and dancing around your heart. Let the air leave your body through the arms and the fingertips. Just feel and listen for a moment. Now gently lower your arms to the floor. Bring your feet on your mat, your knees are bent. So now when you have a bolster under your sacrum, press the bolster forward. So the bolster is going to be under your knees. Or a pillow, or a rolled up blanket. All this you can do with a rolled up blanket. Now flow gently into your Shavasana. Make sure that your knees are supported and they're falling away, out. So are your feet. Make sure you have a little natural curve in your lumbar, but that your sacrum is flat on the floor, so maybe you can tilt your pelvis a little bit so your sacrum is supported. Your hand palms are facing up to the sky. Your shoulders are relaxed. Maybe you can roll them a little bit in, so your heart space is opening up a little bit more. Closing your eyes. Bringing your attention gently towards your third eye and the tip of your head, the crown of your head. Sahasrara chakra, the crown, and Aina, the third eye. Light and ether. Visualize your body flowing between light and ether, held by the clouds, by the energies, by the stars, weightless. Now bring your attention towards your heart space. Imagining your heart being held by clouds. Cloud lungs. It's like two pillows, soft pillows, are holding your heart. Let your heart space rise and fall and be relaxed. Anahata chakra. Making sure that your jaw is relaxed and your throat, your Shuddha. Now bring your attention around your navel, around your solar plexus. The navel is sinking, is swimming in your belly. Manipura. Bringing your attention to your lower belly. Let all your organs, everything which is laying there, let it all relax. A lot of emotions there. Let it go. Shavasana. And now bring your attention to the base of your spine, the very end of your spine, your root chakra, your stability. Let all that area relax. Muladhara. Let all the tension go from your legs, your knees, and your ankles, and your feet. Just following your slow breath. And I will call you back when it's time. Very, very gently bring the attention towards your skin, our biggest organ. Feeling your skin, noticing your skin. Inviting some micro movements around your toes, your ankles, and then some micro movements in your hands, your fingers, your wrists. And ever so slowly bending your knees one at a time and bringing them gently towards your chest. Holding your knees into your chest and slowly rolling over to one side which feels comfortable for you. Now push yourself up in a seated position and find a block, a bolster, a blanket, or a pillow to sit on in a cross-legged Sukhasana asana. And let's bring our hands towards the heart space. Let's really feel the heart space. I've been talking a lot about the heart and love and empathy. And this is what we need most of for the earth, for every living being on this earth. And stay focused. Gently bow your head with your fingertips. Namaste and thank you. Hope to see you all next time.